in the two subscriptions, which is a good deal.
Yeah, that's like a
It's interesting.
crazy good deal. The only thing I have that like, it's kind of like the commitment of a car payment or like an insurance payment. Like, because that's a 2 year commitment to like buy a game system where really it's like a quart, like half a paycheck. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like really, if you really want to get like, it makes it more. It subsidizes the cost of the game. So if you don't have that money to like throw at it, but like if you're like a college student and you want an Xbox One, I don't know if I would look into leasing one to own it because there's probably bigger things that you're gonna want to worry about leasing. You know, but if you're like some kid and you're like, mom, get me one. Like this is a pretty good way of getting that.
Yeah, yeah. It's I don't know. I think it's just another way for Microsoft to be selling more systems, which is good for them. I don't know.
Yeah, but
I
I don't
think
know,
I'd
like
prefer to buy a system outright, but
yeah, because you just have it then and you don't have to worry about making payments on it.
yeah, especially if in like 2 years you're still making payments on this, and then there's like a new machine, and you're like, well, damn, I'm still paying for this old machine. It's a bummer.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna phase out Xbox One until like year 2 of the launch of the new system. Because it took them like a
Maybe.
while to phase out 360. Because 360 and One were coexisting for like a good 2, almost 3 years before they were like no more Xbox 360 games.
Oh, that's wild. I didn't know that.
Yeah, remember? Because Shadow of Mordor is like a pretty relatively new. Like it's old, but like it was on Xbox One and 360 at the same time, and they were like both getting like they came out. Like that
Yeah.
one's pretty new. Like it's like within the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, but it also didn't have the Nemesis system in the 360
Yeah.
version, which is like the entire thing that was cool about that game.
Yeah, it was. Like I don't know. That game, I think it's built. I think that game was made by Rocksteady because the combos were very.
No, it wasn't made by
Arkham-esque.
Rocksteady. They copied the whole
copied the
gameplay
combats.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's
It
just
felt
what
exactly
happened.
like Batman.
Yeah, it's just because that was such a successful game. A lot of people copied that, and that was like the golden ticket game that people use, like for an example of a game that copied Batman because it was so popular.
Oh yeah, the same thing happened to a Prototype. They got a lot of flack for copying Assassin's Creed with the whole parkour system.
That game was fun though, and
The
I
game
think it
was
was a little
crazy
different.
fun. It was a little different, but it was like the free falling, but the powers were just so tight. Like you could shapeshift into anyone, just any person you grab on the street. You could just be them and then walk around. That's a
Yeah,
tight
that's pretty
game.
cool. Yeah, that's tight. I rate that.
Yeah. So before we get into the questions, I just want to do a quick little plug for our buddy Owen, who's doing he's launching his own YouTube channel where it's a gaming channel, right?
Yes, it's a gaming channel. Yeah, there's a little bit of history to this. So, a few months ago, well, actually, no. For pretty much as long as we've been playing video games, everyone's been like, hey, we should make content around video games. And we've been like, yeah, let's do it. But no one's really, like, tried to do it. So,
Yeah.
like, a few months ago, me and Owen were like, let's do this. Like, let's try to get the ball rolling on this. So I recorded a clip and I made a YouTube channel and uploaded to this YouTube channel. But now Owen is like now trying to make it like serious, full.
Well, he's
full
taking a
on
video
type thing.
editing class, so he knows so he can actually do this stuff.
Yeah. So he's making this like a real deal type thing, guys. That's why you should check it out on YouTube.
What's the name of it? What's the name of the channel?
Seasoned Tablet Gaming. On YouTube.
He's still working on rebranding it.
Yeah, I think he does want to rebrand it because it's pretty. I don't know. It's really just
It
to
doesn't
get
have
a foot in the
synergy.
door. Just
Yeah, it
trying to
doesn't
get
have
people to
synergy
like
with the name.
really just trying to get our friends to like buy into the idea of this being a real thing.
Yeah, because
Or at
we
least
are
that
a
was the
very good
idea.
group of friends, and we also play video games, and we also, would love to be creative and not have to do school anymore, and that would be a cool way for us to get out of doing that.
Yeah, kind of. That's close enough, Darryl. Yeah, sure. I mean, of course, no one wants to be doing school anymore, but like it's mostly just like a fun thing to do, and then yeah, it's just a good time.
I'm joking about it being like a job. You have
But
to
it could be
dedicate
a
so
job.
much time.
But it could.
Yeah,
be
but
a
you have to
job,
like build a whole following.
Yeah.
and
Well, that's
stuff.
part of the fun. Anyways, while we're talking about video games, question number 1 from our good friend Tyler, good friend of the podcast. Shout out Tyler. His first question he sent in is, do you guys believe that video game addiction is real?
Yes. That's the end of that question. Let's go to the next. I'm kidding.
Really? All right,
yeah, no. Let's talk about it. I think video game addiction is real, because I feel like a lot of people play video games to escape. Like, it's sort of an escapism type thing. So they don't like how their life is in real life, and so they sort of dedicate time to having an in-game life. And so that they get to, like, live vicariously through whatever characters they play as. Like, have you seen this really weird, cringy meme where it's like, I'm not a gamer because I have no life. I'm a gamer because I have many. And it's like all the different characters from like all these different very popular games. It's like that's the exact type of thing people do. Like you can sink 100 hours into Skyrim where you're like a full-fledged adventurer, and there's mods where you can like go on full survival mode, so you have to eat, you have to stay out of the wilderness, you have to like set up camp, you can't just run forever, you know? And so if you're like some weirdo in accounting or whatever and you don't have any friends, or you're just some loner guy who's like a shut-in or whatever, it's really easy for you to be able to just shut off the world and dive into this virtual one where you're like the chosen one, or like this fucking suave assassin, or, you know, just anything. I think it's 100%.
Yeah, it's a fine line too, because people use like addiction too loosely, because it's different when you're like putting 100 hours in a week on like World of Warcraft in your role-playing server where you're like sunk in like that, instead of just like, you know, blowing a few hours with your friends because it's a fun thing to do.
Yeah, no, I know there's a lot, like, the difference is like when you start supplementing like what's happening in the game for real life. So like if you have a real world event that's like kind of important, but you're like, what's happening in this game is more important. Like if you put the game before something that's happening in your real life, that's when it starts to reach into the bounds of addiction, I would say.
Yeah, I think that's
depending on how important it is, though.
Yeah, that's accurate, Daryl. That's a good way to end that question. His next question was, what's your go-to when shooting your shot? Daryl, I would love to hear your answer to this.
My go-to for shooting my shot. Well, let me just break some things down, give you guys some context. I'm currently on Tinder. I'm not taking it serious or anything, but here's what my bio says. Professional Beyblader. I am Team Vape
No
Nation.
way.
Yeah, that's the first thing. Period. Professional
Beyblader, really?
Period.
Wow, alright.
Team Vape Nation till I die. Period. I like long walks on the beach. Also, I'm the ultimate Big Time Rush fan. Gotta do it big time. Sunglasses emoji.
Daryl, you're lying. There's no way in hell that's real. That's not real.
I will screenshot and send it to you after this, because all our friends know about it, and I told them about it. And
that's
really,
hilarious.
It is hilarious. The reason why I don't take it seriously is because I have no idea how to shoot my shot other than just throw up half-court shots and pray that something goes in. Which is really all I do. It's just sort of like, well, this is the most outrageous thing and dumbest thing I can put in a bio. So if someone swipes right on me, they're probably thinking, this guy's going to be funny. And that's my foot right in the door. So I can just say stupid shit from the jump.
That's a good strategy, Daryl. That's a very good strategy.
They're like,
I
this
was
guy's
thinking
dumb.
You're not trying to do this at all. Like you're just not taking this seriously in the slightest.
That's the point. The point is to make it seem like I don't give a shit. And so when people swipe right, they're like, this guy doesn't give a shit. And that's kind of funny. What if he's funny?
Oh, good for you, Daryl. That's an interesting shot to take. I like it. Good for you, bro.
You just have to, like, also, just keep, I don't know, asking. Like, not in a creepy way, but just be like, hey, so what's up? Do you want to do this thing? And they're like, it's yes or no. Yeah, like, that's the worst case scenario is, like, a no. And it's like, okay. And you just ask someone else, like, hey, do you want to do this thing? Because this thing is fun. Like, make sure it's a fun thing. Because you being there shouldn't be what makes it fun, because they're a stranger. Have it be a legitimate fun thing, and then you're just there, so that they associate you with fun. And they just be like, do you want to do more fun things? Because I'm a fun person, and we do fun things.
Wow, that's a good strategy, Daryl. You really thought this through. Good for you.
Yeah, no, but also I don't take it, like, I'll just say dumb shit. If I get a match, I just say dumb shit, because I'm like, oh no, I didn't think I'd make it this far. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm kidding. like this was a joke. I hope, like I was pranking you. I'm sorry.
Yikes.
I'm joking. No.
Yeah,
But,
well, I'm not
what's
really
your shot? What's your
in
go-to?
the,
What was your go-to when you were shooting
Yeah,
back when
I'm
you were
just
single?
no. I've never really been in the business of shooting any shots, so I don't think I have an answer to this question.
That's because everyone shoots their shot at you, Aaron, which is true. It's crazy true.
I guess, Daryl. I don't know.
As long
like,
as I've known you, people have been like, "Damn, Aaron's the cute one."
I don't know,
Aaron's
Daryl.
the cute. Remember when you and Sarah got the exact same haircut, and everyone's like, "Damn, you see Aaron's new haircut?" Damn.
Yeah, Daryl. That was a different time.
Okay.
Different time and place, man. That was different life. But anyway, thanks for that great question, Tyler. And your next question's also great. Favorite artist and song of all time. Also, song doesn't have to be from the same artist. So, all-time favorite artist, Daryl.
Why don't you answer this one first, Aaron? 'Cause
I'm
I'm still thinking.
I think anyone who's ever known me ever could guess who my favorite artist of all time is. Daryl, please tell everyone who my favorite artist of all time is.
Oh shit, you're putting me on the spot real fucking
Come on, Daryl.
hard.
We're friends, right?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Daryl. Yeah, that's a good answer. Taylor Swift is she's a genius.
Did I get it right?
Did
I get it right?
Yeah, Daryl. Yes.
Oh, thank
yeah.
God. Oof.
Favorite artist of all
I was
time.
afraid you were gonna say
who does it
you
better
were
than
gonna
her?
say Queen. I thought you were gonna say like, oh, Queen's the
No.
best.
No. No, Taylor Swift is the greatest artist of all time. In my head. Not, maybe, I don't know. I think she's the best.
I will say
She's-
Taylor Swift's pull game is fucking immaculate. She pulls
Pull game.
exclusively A-list dudes. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, sure, yeah. But I'm talking about her music, Daryl. Like, she's a lyrical genius. And she's just, I don't know, she's good. I like her. I like her stuff. I like what she's doing. Maybe not as much right now, but she's just written great music, and I appreciate that.
I don't know. I couldn't say like favorite artist of all time because it changes all the fucking time.
But yeah, that's why it's a tough question to answer. But I think in my entire life, like I've never listened to anyone the way I don't know. I think it's just a difficult question to answer.
Some artist that I like right now is Father. His name's Father, and when he raps, it just makes me wanna do bad shit. Like it makes me want to be a criminal. Like it makes me want to be a scumbag when I don't know what he does with his voice, but it's just so low and has this weird grimy sound to it, to where I want to commit crimes when I listen to his music. Like he'll rap about like his new music video was like him dressed up as a sheriff, and he's like, "Get in the car, loser. We're going on an officer-involved shooting." Like it's like, damn, I would never shoot a cop, but when I hear him sing it, it's like, maybe I should buy a shotgun. And go commit
Daryl, stop. You're really stopping yourself from being able to make your third blockbuster film. You really need to not have this in digital format anywhere. We're gonna have to cut this part out. Favorite song of all time, Daryl. Let's get to favorite song.
I don't know. One song that always gets me jamming or pumped is just about any Paramore song. Just any Paramore song. Or,
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi. That's a fucking banger track.
That's a great song. Ooh, another Bon Jovi. What's that? You Give Love a Bad Name. I don't know what it's called, but
Yeah,
that
Shot
one's-
Through the Heart.
Yeah, that one. Ooh, man, that's that one will get you going.
That's a banger track.
But best of all time, I don't know. Like I love if a Paramore song or any Bon Jovi song comes on. Sure, I'll be singing it, but is it the best song of all time, dude?
Oh, well, no. The best song of all time is Country Roads Take Me Home by John Denver.
Really?
That song makes me weep. The song makes me weep like a little baby. It's the greatest song of all time.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a good song. I can't
No.
argue with that.
Aaron. I want you to picture yourself driving home from school for one day, like from college, and you're just going home. You haven't been home in months, and then that song just comes on the radio, and you're like, I really wish I was home right now. And John Denver's like, take me home. Like, that fucking angel John Denver with his magic voice is just like, almost heaven. Like, you telling me
That's
one
a
tear's
good
not going
I
to come
feel
to
like
your
that
eye?
That song, like for me, that song's more. That's what's it called? Landslide. by Fleetwood Mac. I feel like that's the song that does